By the time your bridging loan hits expiry, it's already too late. The problem started 90 days ago when you weren't watching your exit. If you've got less than 3 months on your bridge, this might be the most expensive 10 minutes you don't watch this year, because investors who end up in default usually get blindsided. They miss 4 warning signs in the same 90-day window every time. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple 4-step checklist that lets you see whether your current exit still works, how much time you actually have, and what to do now so you're not paying default interest, extension fees, or risking repossession. Stay to the end and I'll show you how to get your own deal checked in 24 hours for free before lenders make the first move. Now, quick thing before we start, if you want to know exactly where you stand right now, use the link below. Send me 4 things: property address, loan amount, current lender, and end date. I'll run a free 24-hour fundability check and tell you in plain English whether you're on track to refinance, sell, or rebridge, and what it's likely going to cost if you do nothing in the next 30 days. No charge for the check. If you want help executing the exit after, we can talk about that separately. The 90-day window most investors waste. So here's the truth no one talks about. Your bridging lender already knows whether you're likely to repay on time months before you do. They're watching your progress. Has the refurb stalled? Has your buyer slipped twice? Has the refinance been in progress for 8 weeks with no valuation booked? They see uncertainty, they start moving defensively. Extensions get pricier, exit routes get scrutinized, and you lose leverage long before your term ends. That's when you start seeing default interest at eye-watering rates, extension fees you've never budgeted for, and emails that quietly mention our legal team. The smart investor flips the script. You use the same 90-day window to create certainty, not chaos. Get your true exit position. You need to know today which of the following you're actually heading for. Refinance. Viable if you've got trades are leaving soon, rents agreed, although not a necessity, clean, up-to-date documents ready to upload, a lender willing to instruct valuation fast. Sale. Viable if the property is in an area which is experiencing a good level of buyer interest. Qualified viewers are lined up. Agents have priced the sale correctly to maximize interest. Rebridge. Viable if you've got equity. The refurb is mostly complete. You're not already deep in default. The numbers justify another 6 to 12 months to finish the project and move on. Now, if you can't honestly say, I'm going for A, B, or C, by the end of this week, your bridge is already at risk. The market doesn't care that you meant to refinance. Package your case as if you're applying today. Don't wait for your lender to panic. You prepare your file as if you were applying for a brand new loan today. 3 months of clean bank statements, updated credit report, schedule of work showing what's been completed, photos of every single room. Do this before the lender asks, you get ahead of the narrative, you control the story. Investors who do this get better rates, faster decisions, and more options. Investors who don't drift into default without noticing. Get a fresh reality check on your GDV. GDV kills more deals than anything else. Most investors keep using the number they had at day 0, but the market's changed. Refurbs drift, sales cycles stretch. You need a GDV number that works today, not 6 months ago. So this is where your deal either still works, meaning a refinance or sale is safe, or it doesn't work, meaning you need to rebridge to avoid bleeding cash in a panic exit. Investors who prepare the full Apply Today pack and update GDV early get treated like low-risk business. Everyone else gets treated like a problem to be managed. Start lender conversations early. The biggest advantage you can have in this 90-day window is simple: time. Lenders love time. They give you better terms when you're early, not when you're desperate. If you approach a lender with 90 days left, you can use desktop valuations. They can instruct quickly. They're not worried about your lender taking legal action. They can offer you better pricing. Approach them 5 days before exit, different story. Everyone's stressed, and you pay for that stress in fees and forced decisions. Why this system works. The investor who prepares early gets 3 priceless things. Leverage, you can negotiate. Time, you avoid default entirely. Options, refinance, sell, rebridge, all still open. The investor who waits until the end gets default interest, pressure, limited lenders, last-minute decisions, and often repossession risk. Avoiding default isn't luck, it's process. If you're inside 90 days of your bridging end date, this is your decision window. In the next few weeks, you're either going to keep your profit and sleep good at night, or hand a chunk of it to your lender in default interest, fees, and rushed decisions. Click the link in the description, send the address, loan amount, lender, and expiry date. I'll run a free 24-hour fundability check and tell you which of the 3 exits is still open for you and which one is likely to leave you with the most amount of money in your pocket. Don't wait for "we're concerned about your exit" email. By the time you get it, your options are already shrinking. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, share it with the one investor you know who's quietly ignoring their end date. You don't avoid default by being lucky, you avoid it by being early. Start today.